I hope it was worth it. Like finally we got the trophy. It was a bit late, but yeah, better late than never, basically.
And before starting this video, we have to quickly thank our sponsors in Oli for helping us provide you with all this content. And as always, please, if you are looking for some energy drinks and some tasty beverages, make sure to check out the Oli website for some really nice products and use the code SE5 at checkout for €5 discount or SE10 for 10% discount on any purchase that you do on the website. And once again, thank you so much to Oli for sponsoring this content. And now, please enjoy the interview. All right, I am in the presence of the ever victorious Myrwn today after, well, I mean, it is your very first title in the LEC, and I can imagine that this must feel so good right now for you because obviously it's the second year here, right? You've had to prove so many people wrong. You've had to work super hard to keep improving and be able to step up to the league. And now you're here. You're proving everyone that you deserve your spot here. You are today maybe the best top laner in the LEC at this point. I mean, I guess you have to tell me what you think about that. But how does it feel to be able to get your first ever title? It's your second finals only, right? So yeah, just go ahead and tell me.
I mean, being honest, it just feels fucking amazing. There's no other words to say it.
Yeah.
So sorry if maybe you have to censor that, but
nah, it's all good.
It's just how I'm feeling right now. It just winning is just an insane feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone can have it, In the end, only one team wins every split, so it's something that you have to be grateful, I think just 5 players every split, so yeah.
Yeah, and
it just feels so insane.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, and this is also in a way a bit of revenge because the last time you were in the finals of the LEC was against G2 in winter of 2024, right? And you ended up losing 1-3, I think, to them back then. Did it feel any special beating them? Like, did you remember that from last year, or was it just another team to beat?
I mean, the only thing I remember, I had in mind from last year was to not repeat the same mistakes as I did last year.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think, for example, I was, even though I thought I was strong mentally, I think I improved a lot this year, compared to what I was the first year. And I think it showed that even, for example, yesterday, I was getting destroyed by Kana game 1, game 2. Game 3, I did the opposite, And I think in this series too, I was getting caught maybe sometimes this series, and then in the last game, where it's most important, I think I played my best game. So I think I find it way easier now to recover mentally from a series, even if I'm playing bad or whatever. I will just go into the next game with the mindset that I will be the best player that is playing this video game, and that's how it just works for me, and yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, going back to what I said earlier as well, I mean, obviously you just mentioned yesterday's series, right? I mean, Kana, obviously a very strong player. Today against Broken Blade, you had a very good performance. You ended up solo killing him and everything, right? I mean, even Kana, you solo killed him as well yesterday in the later games as well. Do you think it's fair to call you today the best top laner in the LEC, or do you still think you have some room to grow before we can give you the title?
I mean, I think today I'm just the best top laner of the LEC, of course. I think, for example, Kana is a really strong top laner, but I'm just the best fit for my team, and I have more impact than him. He's really good in lane, he hits insane leads, but I think as a team, I used to adapt way better to my team than he does. And yeah, he has his good things, his bad things. I think every player does. And I think in LEC, at least I'm grateful, that I play into really good players as BB and Kana. For me, I enjoy the best when I'm playing into good players, and I'm really grateful, to have this top 3. So yeah, for me, I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah. And how do you explain the fact that today looked even more convincing than your match against KC yesterday? Because I mean, obviously, you ended up dropping a game in the end, but it could have very well been a 3-0, to be honest, I feel. What happened in particular, in terms of how you prepared for the match and everything? I mean, do you think KC was a tougher opponent to beat than G2 in general, even?
I mean, I think last week we used all our effort into preparing for KC. And this week we use it a lot more into G2 because we already know what KC is going to do. I think they didn't really change the way they play into us, even though we dropped some games. I think it was more on us than from them, honestly. And I think we prepare way more into G2. And yeah, I think they also played a bit worse. I think maybe they still don't deal really well with the nerf some pressure their new players. But yeah, I think that's just time. I think, like, what can I say? The first final I played in my first split, I completely choked it. So I think it's normal that people still don't have enough experience, and I think that comes with time. And yeah, we will see for sure a better version of Git in the future.
Yeah, obviously. And I mean, obviously, right now, winning the LEC, getting to lift the trophy is such a great feeling. But I can imagine that taking out KC and preventing them from going to MSI, especially after they were the one to pick you right in the very first round of the playoffs, you ended up beating them twice in a row as well. Was there any special feelings as well regarding those matches against KC as well, and being able to show that Spain is better than France right now?
I mean, of course, I think they talk a lot, but they didn't play as well as they talk. So I think it just showed, who was on top, and 2 times in a row, it's not something about luck. Yeah, I think even this split, we should have won regular season 2 and show that, like, honestly, they are just our children, at least this split. And hopefully all this year. So yeah. I think, like, for example, they talk a lot in Twitter, but then you type them in chat and they don't answer back. They are like muted or something, so I don't know.
And something else I wanted to ask you about was before that very first match against KC that you ended up winning, right, when you played in the first round, Melzet told us that, like, the scrims back then were about like 20% win rates, right? It was a bit of a disaster.
Yeah, maybe even less, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to ask you, like, how has it been going since then? Because Melzet described that match as, like, maybe it could have been like the catalyst, the one thing that would, like, unlock everything and make everything click. Do you feel like that was actually the case? And how is the team now doing behind the stage as well? Is it, like, more closely similar to how you're performing on stage as well?
I mean, I think this week, we had 4 scrims since the last match. I'm not sure how many actually. Or I don't know if it was 4 since we know our opponent, but I think we did a double 3-2 and then like double 5-0. So I think, like, we did a really great job. I think Melzet said it maybe we lose today, but it's not because sorry. How to translate? It was more of like, today we won't lose. They can win, but we won't lose because we did our job. I think that was the main message. And I think we did a great job this week. I think all this split, even though we had a really tough, actually, months, even, of, like, bad scrims, even some bad officials. But I think in the end, all this you just learn from it, and I think we got a lot of experience from it, and it just showed that in the finals in this week, I think it came really clutch, honestly. All those moments to remember that this is the moment,
Yeah. And I mean, with this as well, as we mentioned, you're going to be going to MSI, you're going to be going to Canada. You did it for Jojo in a way as well, like sending him back home, but in the right way instead. And I mean, this is your second time internationally, I believe. Last year at Worlds, obviously it was not the best of run. I mean, it was still some valuable experience, but we saw that the team struggled a bit back then. Do you think that this is going to be different this year at MSI? How confident are you with the chances of MKOI going into MSI now?
I mean, I think the good thing of our roster is that we actually have a lot of high ceiling. So I'm not sure, because last year I think we performed really bad in international. But I think with this roster we should aim for a lot more. I think we have the skill, to be the best, the talent. So yeah, I think it's just at the start will be difficult, but I'm pretty sure we'll learn way more than last year, and in the end we will see. I really hope that we can go. I think honestly we can just battle the top teams, because I think you look up to them every day. So for me, doing that would be insane.
Yeah. And speaking of the top teams, are there any specific teams that you're looking forward to facing? I mean, obviously, I remember from Worlds last year, Bin left you a special message, right? You ended up facing him in the Swiss stage. BRG is looking pretty good right now. They might qualify as well for MSI. Is it, like, for example, a matchup that you want to have again?
I mean, in the end, Bin is one of the best top laners, so why wouldn't I want to play into him, So for me, any good top laner, any good team, I will learn from them, and I'm really excited to play into them, so yeah.
Yeah. And about, like, LCK and stuff, do you, like, follow how it's going over there as well?
Yeah. I mean, from LCK, honestly, any team in the top 4, I just like it. Like, they are just insane. But I would say I would say Genji is my favorite team from LCK. Yes, I'm a big King fan, what can I say?
Is there like one player in particular from either LCK or LPL, for example, that you would like to deliver a message to in case you ended up facing them at MSI?
Not really. I just hope into whoever I play, we just play our best,
Fair enough. All right. I mean, this is going to be the end of the interview, I believe. We're kind of running out of time, but is there anything you want to say to the KOI fans, or even, I guess, your family as well? I mean, we all know that your parents are very supportive, right? And I can imagine that it's quite an emotional moment to be able to get this first trophy and be able to achieve your dreams in a way as well. So anything you want to say?
I mean, I want to thanks to all the fans first, because I think they always come here. They are using their money to see us. We don't deliver always. I mean, I hope it was worth it. Like, finally, we got the trophy. It was a bit late, but yeah, better late than never, basically. And to my family, I always tell them I love them so much. And winning my first trophy in LEC in Tier 1 with them in front is just an amazing experience. And yeah, I couldn't ask for more, basically.
Perfect. Well, Myrwn, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. I mean, first of all, congratulations again for winning the trophy. I hope I'll be able to see you very soon in Vancouver as well. And I wish you the best of luck over there. I wish you a lot of wins as well, and to be able to represent Europe very well. And for now, I wish you some good rest and just good practice until then. And hopefully we'll get to talk to you again soon.
Yeah, surely. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.